Hello, everyone. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming to the info session. We will be covering about the trip to Korea. And before we begin, we would like to ask all of you to turn on your cameras so that we can see your faces and we can see each other. The trust can come from face to face, but how convenient we have Zoom and we can see each other. My name is James Ham. I live in Hawaii. So I'm saying hello. I don't know where you guys live, but thank you so much for coming. I know probably you got text message or email. Thank you so much for coming. And we will probably be seeing each other if we were to journey until the end. We'll be seeing each other in South Korea. And we'll be interacting together, mingling together and having fun together for 2 weeks. So might as well as just to get to know each other right now than later, right? All right. For those of you that said that your cameras don't work, don't worry about it. No problem. We are just happy that you are all here. Now, before we begin, I'm going to show you a video clip, and that video covers pretty much half of everything that we'll be experiencing in South Korea. So are you guys ready to watch the video? All right. Turn on the volume and make sure you sit tight, and we'll turn on the video for you, the highlight video of the IYF World Camp.
IYF World Camp.
It's a miracle to see different people have one heart and spend their time together in one place.
There is a moment of boredom. My lecture, the performance of Glass's choir and very renowned artists. The cultural performances was more than enough to give me happiness.
A place where I can experience diverse world cultures. I can fully enjoy this in the IYF.
Enjoying one's youth at the IYF World Camp is happiness itself.
Here, we all feel that we are connected. We acknowledge our differences and respect one another. When we become one, the world can shine brightly. This is the reason why we are doing the IYF World Camp, a world where everyone is connected. Wouldn't you like to experience that with the IYF World Camp?
Sharing the kind of mind that this generation needs, IYF playing a crucial role all over the world in development of the youth into the leaders of tomorrow.
The youth I met here were different. They have compassion towards the world, and I'm amazed by their effort in trying to change the world as if they are the main characters.
I was able to discover myself getting more mature as I learned about the word of the heart from the IYF. I met a bigger version of myself today, and I have a chance to challenge myself through IYF.
I didn't have a clear purpose in life, so I didn't have hope. But the IYF planted hope in me.
I, who only did the things I wanted,
learn how to think deeply, and gain the strength to have self-control. IYF has changed me.
The mind lecture allowed me to know what a happy person I was. I was able to see myself change different from my past life.
이제 우리는 지금까지 우리 생각을 따라 살았어.
Until now we live following our own thoughts.
우리 생각을 버리고
Let us throw our thoughts away
예수님의 말씀을 믿으십시오.
and believe the words of Jesus.
여러분이 일하시면
If you work,
예수님이 여러분 안에 계시면
if Jesus is in you,
여러분이 그런 하나님 일을 하게 하십니다.
God will lead you to do the work of God.
하나님의 영광 받으시고
And God will be
큰
glorified.
은혜와 축복이 여러분 속에 넘칠 줄을 믿습니다.
And I believe great blessings and the grace of God will overflow in you.
I'm thankful to the IYF that has presented me with a precious time to discover a heart even never had before.
All right, wasn't that so awesome? Yeah, I think so. And one thing that I've noticed looking at this video clip was that this video clip was from last year. How can you tell? They're all wearing the mask, right? Yes. I bet this year, if we were to go, probably no mask restriction. Well, we'll see. Okay, we'll update you more as we go together with this journey of finding out what this camp is going to be. So I'm going to share you a screen and give you a little bit of the schedule on what this camp is about, and then I'll go ahead with the experiences of some of our students that went to Korea. Can you see the screen? Yes, it's from July 16th through 28th. It includes meals, rooms, and all programs during the stay, airport pickups and drop-off, including all the tour sites, all the ground transportations are all included. You know, you can't make a plan better than this one. We know, we are Koreans, we make all the plans. This is the best touring option that you will ever get if you follow this schedule. All right. So there are two main things going on. I told you before the video began that it was you will see half of everything that you'll be experiencing in Korea, right? So yes. So yes, we'll be going to Seoul as well as Busan. Busan is a port city. It's the second largest city in South Korea. And that's where the venue for the first week of our camp will begin, in Bexco. You can type it in Google to see what kind of place this is. It's a convention center in Busan, South Korea. Looks like this. So the schedule will look like this. The first week is going to be the IYF World Camp, that which you have seen. IYF is a nonprofit Christian youth organization that dedicates our spiritual and mental and our emotional growth. Okay, so there is many programs. So basically, you'll be grouped in with 10 people from different countries, mostly South Koreans, and you get to stay together, spend time together, do activities together, many things. Okay, so you can make your friends. Sometimes, you know, when you go there by yourself, you don't know what to expect, but you know, we group you with random Korean people. Of course, they're all college students and adolescents and young adults. So you guys will make up a good group. And then you have to follow the schedule and you have to follow the program. The second week, we'll be done with the IYF World Camp and we'll be moving on to a certain city in South Korea, and with the students that are from the United States only. So you see your face, other people's faces in this Zoom right now? Yes, people that are here and also on the East Coast of the United States. People that are from the United States will go together, okay, on our own. And we'll be just touring, okay? Now, important rules is that you need to follow the schedule and you need to participate both the first and second week. Oh, can I go in the middle? No, it's a full package. We cannot like, give you an airport ride and join up in the middle. We cannot do that. It's for safety and everything. We have to be together, and that's how it's convenient for managers to manage all the numbers of the people and manage everybody's safety. This is how the schedule will look like on the first week. Okay, starting from 7 a.m. all the way to 9:30 p.m. We have full schedule. And you see, even during the World Camp, I want to highlight that there's a tour time in the afternoon. Okay, and of course you'll be fed with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with awesome performances, with lectures, and with group activities and guest speakers, and that'll be beneficial for your heart and mind. Okay. All right, the second week schedule. This is actually from last year. Okay, this is from last year. So this schedule is not going to be the same exact schedule for 2023. It's going to be different. But one thing for sure is that you get to try out any Korean food you wish to try out for your lunchtime. You can buy whatever you want to buy and then try out. I think that's one of the most exciting part in this tour for me. I think there'll be a lot of programs. So starting from the morning time, we'll depart, okay? And then the tour begins. And then we come back for the dinner. And then dinner, we have special programs for every night. All right. Okay, we'll get to more of the detailed schedule once you book the flights, and only exclusive for those people who book the flights, we'll share more detailed schedule. Okay, now I'm going to introduce, you guys are so lucky, you know why? Last year when we were trying out this trip to Korea, we know for sure the first week of the camp, the IYF World Camp, we knew many of the IYF directors, managers have been to one, so we were able to explain well. But we were, this was our first year last year that going to the trip to Korea. But you guys are so lucky because there are now those who have been to South Korea for this trip to Korea program, and you'll be hearing from them directly. All right, are you excited to hear their experience? Yeah, I think they'll explain better than I do from your perspective. All right, so we'll hear two people. You invited two people among those people who went to last year's camp. We have Rose Kong and Selena. Please welcome them with a big round of applause, and you'll hear from them.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Rose. I'm from Alaska. So last year I was able to participate in this Korea World Camp, and I'm going to share about the first week. And basically, the whole first week camp is going to be in Busan, Mexico. So there we're able to listen to the Gracias Choir, which is one of the live performances every day and every night, and which is really nice because their music is like the best. And also cultural performances. There's from different world and different countries, such as Korea themselves, and also Thailand, Ukraine, and Philippines. And also we are able to listen to mind lectures every day, and also listen to guest speakers who are able to come and talk and share their story to us. And also when you're there, you also get to meet your group. So this is my group, these lovely ladies. And we also have two teachers, which is our chaperones in the blue shirts here. And together we are able to do activities together. We also have like scavenger hunt during the day that we do together as a group. And also one of our competition was like a photo competition also, which is on this side. We tried to do something to make it according to somewhat theme they had for us to do. And we were able to tour in Busan. So this is the first place we tour, which was the Busan Tower, which is also known as the Diamond area. We also went were able to go shopping nearby. So there's like so many different shops you could go check and look around. There's some interesting ones, such as this one, which had like a whole outdoor like earring set, and also makeup area, a lot of stationery items, and also phone and electronic stores and clothes, which is very inexpensive too. And you could also get like really good deals, a lot of like good cafes to go to that are really cheap and really good as well. And so many variety of flavors that you could get compared to the US here. And also, because we are in Busan, you also get to go to Hyundai Beach. So it's like really hot there. So you also get to go to the beach and go swimming. And also there's like shopping district nearby that area where you can go like street food and also shopping and look around. And we also have academies in the Bexo area. So I basically mostly did food, which is like rice ball, shave ice. And we also get to make like candles. There's also academy for soap making and like physical therapy and also yoga classes, which I didn't really have the pictures of, but we also did those academies and learned. And so this was when, so the last day of the first camp ends in Korea, in Seoul. So we were able to go to the COEX Mall, which is known for their library inside a mall, which is pretty cool. And it's really big in there. And there is a lot of shopping districts around here that you could also go around and shop. And also food as well. There's like a lot of good food we were able to try and eat there. And then this is one of their gymnasium in Seoul, which is the last day that they have the last performance. So this is pretty much it for the first week. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Selena. I'm from Texas, and I wanted to go a little bit more into the second week when it's just the Korean language students from America. Okay, so the first day, we were able to go to a sauna, and we were able to put on the little uniform that they would give you at the door. We did the little sheep heads with the towel, and a lot of the group went into the little heated rooms that they have to fully experience the sauna, and the rest of us kind of just stayed in the main area. There was a snack bar, so we were able to kind of just snack out and watch TV and just hang out until it was time for us to go. The next day, we were able to go to the Korean Palace, and this is where we were able to wear the traditional clothes and able to walk around and just take a bunch of pictures to get like the full feel of, wearing the clothes, walking around. There was also some like guards. I don't know if you can see them in the back, but they also did like where they would walk through. So that was really cool to see. So there's just more pictures. This was our whole group for the second week. And afterwards, we were able to take the subway to go eat. We all had like our small groups that we had to stick to when we would go out. So we were able to take the subway, and we went out to eat, and we were just walking around and everybody else was taking lots of pictures. I don't know what I was doing. I forgot to take so many pictures. We went to a little shopping district. This was a like 4-story building. And there was shops like all along every floor. And each of the shops had like handmade little things like fans or jewelry and bags. So we were able to just walk around for a while and just like shop. And then we all had dinner before we went back to the church for the night. The next day, we went to a traditional village. And inside the village, there was like some rides that we were able to go on, like a little roller coaster and the Viking. So there's some of us with some of the pastors that went on the Viking. And so it's a village, so they had like the older buildings, which was really cool to see, and we were able to walk through and kind of get the feel of how people lived when everything was like that. And they had these little shops as well with the traditional building designs. And they had like little fun things as well. So this was a fortune teller that a couple of us from my little group, we sat down, and they thought it would be really fun to have like our fortunes told that day too. The next day we went to a water park, and it was raining that day. And it was the first time I had been to a water park while it was raining. So at first I was kind of like, are we supposed to be here? Like, maybe we should leave if it's raining. But there was a lot of people there, and a couple of the other girls was like, well, it's normal when it's raining, you can just go to the water park. So we were able to go on a bunch of the rides, and it was really cold, but I think we were having too much fun to focus on that. The next day we went to the Blue House, or the Presidential Palace. It was really cool because we got to walk through the whole house and around the house, just to see the building. And normally people wouldn't be able to go in there, but now that they've made it a museum, it was really cool to have that experience to go into the building. After the Blue House, we were able to go to Hybe Insight, and inside they weren't allowing us to take lots of pictures. But it was really cool to see like all the different artists that are under Hybe, and seeing like all the albums. They had posters and like magazines and things like that throughout the place. This is the Korean War Museum. This is the same day. So the Korean War Museum, it was really cool to see and read more about like the history, and seeing like all the different uniforms that they had and the vehicles, and next to them they would have like a description of like the name and who would wear it, why they would wear it, and things like that. So it was really, really cool. And then our last day, we from the beginning we split off into our small groups, and we went into a different shopping district, but this one was like underground. So we were able to walk around there for a while. We had lunch there as well, because there's like a food court further in. And after that, we were gonna walk to the last location that we were all gonna meet as a huge group. So this is my little group. We went to like those little photo booth places. They're not stores, but it's a building full of like photo booths that you can go. You can like wear little props and things like that while you take your photos. We also went to a karaoke room, and while we were walking, we saw these statues on this bottom picture. So we decided to take a picture with them. And then we had to go on the subway again, but this was, I think, around 6 p.m. So this is when everyone was getting off of work. So we all had to squeeze in really close together just to fit. And it was really funny because when we were coming off the subway, because everyone was so like close together, we didn't want to lose anyone. So we all kind of grabbed hands and were just dragging each other out of the subway. It was, once we got out, we all started laughing. So that was really cool. And then this is the Lotte Tower, is the tallest building in South Korea. And we were able to go almost all the way to the very top. And you get to see this view of the city, and it's like a circle. So you get to walk around and see like everything. So we were there for, I think, until the night. They wanted us to see the city with all the lights like this. I didn't have a better picture, I'm sorry. But it was kind of overwhelming but I think just because I'd never experienced something like this before. So it was just a really amazing thing. This is the church that we stayed in. This was when we were all saying goodbye. And it was a little emotional because I think we had spent so much time together, and then we all had to go our own separate ways. But just being able to be in Korea was so amazing, and the Korean camp made it possible for us to go to those specific places, and which we probably wouldn't be able to go if we went by ourselves. So I'm very thankful, and it really made it a really amazing trip for me. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Oh, there are some of you who are not still turned on with your cameras. You can still turn on your cameras. And thank you so much for sharing those experiences. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Selena. I felt like I was in Korea again, like last year. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what's next. Okay. So before you go to Korea, you have to do KETA. Okay. You can find out more about this at the website. So this is the website. I'll put it on the chat room for your convenience, but you cannot fill this out yet. If you've already filled it out last year, this one will expire in 2 years, so you should be good. There's some information like, for example, where you should stay, what would be your phone number when you go to Korea. So those kind of information you don't have, right? As we get closer and closer, we'll let you know. And then this one, you have to do it so many hours before you get on the flight too. And there's a $10 fee. This is not our, touring programs. This is by the South Korean government. So there are some cases that if you don't fill this out, if you just get on the plane to go to South Korea, and when you go to the airport, you'll be turned off. You can't get on the airplane if you don't fill this out. Okay, so you can't do this now, but just keep in mind that you have to do this, one of the requirements. But thankfully, we don't have to do any of those COVID testing when you go to Korea. All right. So if you have US citizenship or different citizenship other than the South Korean citizenship, then you should do this one. Okay. And then there's a Q code. This is regarding your health. And this one also, this is the website for it, but you can't do this right now. Okay, you don't know where you'll be staying in and so on. So we'll give you that information as we get closer to our departure date. Okay, so this is reporting your health condition. Thankfully, you don't have to do any of those COVID testing like how we did last year. Okay. And this is the part where you have to put in the information, like where are you going to stay in Korea? So you have no idea what to put, right? So we'll give you this information as we get closer. Now, when booking a flight, this one is very important. So pay attention. There has been some mistakes that the students have made. So we want to make sure you know. So the schedule-wise, you have to go to Incheon Airport. Okay, that's the main airport. So ICN. And you have to arrive on the 15th of July. If you arrive, oh, I'm already here. What? This is 13th of July. I know, where should I go? Well, I don't know. That's what I will say, okay? If you arrive early, I don't know what to say. You have to arrive on the 15th. Or if you arrive on the 16th, hey, I'm in the Incheon Airport. But the program has already begun down there in Busan. So it's very, very difficult for us almost impossible for us to help you in person. So you have to arrive on the 15th of July. If you arrive early, then no accommodations. You're on your own. I don't know what you should do. So when you, so this one, just I found out, if your plane stops by in China and then comes to Korea, then you have to do COVID test. As of now, the policy right now. But if you're coming directly from the United States or any other countries, other than a few other countries, 2 more, I forgot which, but you should be okay. You don't have to do COVID test. And of course, the policy always changes. So please we'll keep an eye on it and we'll let you guys know. And your departing airport should be Incheon Airport, unless you have your own plan to stay in South Korea after our program, then you can depart from any airport you want. But this one is the place where we can give you the ride back to the airport. So you need to book a flight that departs on, departs on the 29th of July. Am I correct? 29th of July, yes. Okay. If you're departing later, you can, if you wish to stay longer, you can, but you'll be on your own with meals and accommodations and airport drop-off. You can, okay? If you want to experience more of Korea. So now, how do you get going? So first, you have to register. If you want to register today, this is the website, IYFKoreanClass.com. And you'll see a big banner that looks like this. Click on it, then you can register. And they'll ask you to pay $10 out of $400, which is the fee, okay? So you pay the $10, and then the rest of the $390, you can pay through one of our staff by Zelle or other means of payments, okay? So that way we can collect the fee and you're on our list. And all the meals while you stay in our program in Korea, and then the sleeping quarters, and then the ground transportation, airport pickup and drop off, including all the touring sites, right? All those fees, all those costs is included in the fee, except for some costs like how Selena shared that she was wearing Korean traditional clothes. You know, if you want to try that out, that's up to you. You know, that's, I forgot how much that was, maybe $10, $15 or something like that, even cheaper. Yeah. So other than those lunch money that you want to spend on your own or shopping money that you want to spend on your own, this registration fee is going to sustain you with all the meals and sleeping quarters. It's not going to be like 5-star hotel. It's going to be economical way for you to enjoy South Korea. And in fact, all our managers are volunteers. So we are not getting any profit out of your money. So rest assured. Okay. So like I said, pay $10 through the website, and the rest you can pay through Zelle, or I don't know if you have Venmo, those kind of other method of payments. You can discuss with our staff. Okay.